I was completely broke, living paycheck to paycheck with zero savings. And honestly, I thought that was just normal life in America. Bills, rent, food, gas, everything kept taking money out of my pocket faster than I could earn it. And no matter how hard I worked, at the end of every month, my bank account was almost empty. Then, one day, something happened that completely changed the way I looked at money. My car broke down out of nowhere, and the repair cost was $1,200. I remember standing there looking at my phone, checking my bank balance again and again, hoping somehow the number would change, but it didn't. I didn't have the money, so I had to put it on a credit card. And that moment hit me hard because I realized I wasn't just broke, I was unprepared, and that's a dangerous place to be. That night, I sat down and asked myself a simple but powerful question. Where is my money actually going? So I printed out my bank statements from the last 3 months, and what I saw shocked me. I was spending money on things I didn't even notice. Daily coffee, random online shopping, food delivery subscriptions I forgot about. It was like my money was leaking slowly every single day without me realizing it. And that's when I made a decision. I didn't need to earn more money immediately. I needed to control the money I already had. So the first thing I did was track every single dollar I spent, no matter how small. If I bought a coffee, I wrote it down. If I paid for gas, I wrote it down. If I subscribed to something, I wrote it down. And within just 1 week, I became more aware of my spending than ever before. And that awareness alone started to change my behavior. I began asking myself, do I really need this before buying anything? And most of the time, the answer was no. Then I created a simple plan called the 50-30-20 rule, where 50% of my income went to needs like rent and groceries, 30% went to wants, and 20% went directly into savings. And at first, it wasn't easy because I wasn't used to saving anything, but I treated savings like a bill, something I had to pay no matter what. And instead of saving whatever was left at the end of the month, I started saving first. As soon as I got paid, I moved money into a separate savings account and forced myself to live on the rest. And something surprising happened. I actually made it work. I cut down on unnecessary expenses, cooked more meals at home, canceled subscriptions I didn't use, and stopped impulse buying. And within the first month, I saved my first $500, which felt incredible because for the first time, I was in control of my money, not the other way around. And that small win gave me the motivation to keep going. And from that point, everything started to change. Month by month, my savings kept growing. $500 turned into $1,000, then $2,000, and I began to realize that saving money is not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. I didn't suddenly become super disciplined. There were still times I wanted to spend money on things I didn't need, but I reminded myself of my goal every single time. I also found small ways to increase my income, like doing a little freelance work, selling things I didn't use anymore, and putting that extra money directly into savings instead of spending it. And slowly, my mindset shifted from spending to saving. I started to enjoy watching my savings grow more than buying random things. And after about 6 months, I had already saved over $4,000, which was something I never thought was possible for me. And that gave me even more confidence to keep pushing forward. I stayed consistent with my system, tracked my expenses, followed the 50-30-20 rule, and always paid myself first. And finally, after 1 full year, I looked at my savings account and saw $10,000 sitting there, and it felt unreal. Not because of the money itself, but because of what it represented: discipline, control, and a completely different life. And here's the truth, anyone can do this. You don't need a high-paying job, you don't need to be perfect, you just need a simple plan, awareness of your spending, and the commitment to stick with it every single day. Start small, track your money, cut unnecessary expenses, save first, and stay consistent. Because if I can go from zero savings to $10,000 in 1 year, you can do it too.